Hey, hello, there we are again. So, and I have to find, there. Where is my top text? Here is my top text. Oh, wow. All right, 4 people in the chat. Thank you for being here, guys. So yeah, I needed to go to the second room here on the top of my house under the roof because I had to put the cable for the internet in. Otherwise, I'm gonna being with the Wi-Fi here, and then I maybe have a problem with being disconnected. So let me by starting putting some coffee in. How are you guys, everybody? I see 4 people. Still not sure who you are because I don't see anybody in the chat. But thank you for being here. Love to have you here. And please put a thumbs up. Would help me in my channel very much. Thank you very much. So I have weekend. I did 2 morning shifts. Well, yesterday I started with my first morning shift. And then right away in the morning my chef called me on his, by his bureau. Because he doesn't have an own office or something like that. And then he asked me if I wanted to change shifts. And I already told them that I would like to change shifts because the shift where I was in working last year was not to my liking. I couldn't get along with 1 or 2 of those guys. I really tried it, but it just didn't click, didn't fit. So I asked them if it was possible for me to go to another shift. Oh damn, and I have to go back down. I forget something, and I don't have that over here on my bedroom. So I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Just 1 minute. I'm being gone. So I'm back again. Thank you for waiting. And now I'm alone again. So yeah, tomorrow I want to start with my greenhouse, with my glass house. Well, that's what I have in mind. That's what I plan to do tomorrow and the day after, and then for the next couple of days. But yeah, I have to see what I can do, because it's not easy to really get materials at this moment, because the Bauhouses here in Holland, they are still closed because of the corona, so it's not so easy to get materials at this moment, but we'll see how far I will come. I first have to get out some stones in the garden, and I still have to flog, because last week I get a box with bottles by the mail, so I still have to flog that. And last week I also did some, well, it was not really bricklaying, but it was some cement pudding against some older bricks. So I started about a year ago or something like that. And I didn't finish it till now, because I wanted to do a lot of it in the garden. But it is not going a good way at this moment with the garden, because still have to do a lot of work over there in the garden, and it's not going as I had hoped for. So but that's alright. Oh, the vlog is finished. Let me see. No, not this one. That's my own channel. What is this? Okay. This one I have to close. And this is my so then this one also can go closed, gonna be closed. This one can be closed. This one, not really what I wanted, but that can stay open, I guess. And this one, that's the one I want to keep open. And then this one is the same as that one, so that can be closed also. That one can go to the side. Oh yeah, and let me do a speed test over here at this moment, so I can test my internet to make sure it is okay. And let me go to my second screen over here. Yes, that one I want to have on my screen, and not this one. And then This one I want to have on my screen. Wow, I'm really alone. Oh, what's my download? About 45. Yes, that's correct. And upload from 24. So that's good also. This is Google Translate. Well, I have gonna put it over there. I have it already over there. So this one can be closed. This can be closed. This one can stay open. That one can be gone. What time do we have? 8:43. Rather open that one on the other computer. This one can be closed. That's more like it. So I actually don't want to skip advertisements, but still gonna do it. And probably a lot of people are going live tonight because it's weekend, so why not? Not sure why, but I didn't change anything, so let me go to my settings for a moment. Settings, output, replay buffer. Audio. Hey, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. I'm just looking up for an test-up wind turbine. And I just am looking for maximum RPM is 650 RPM. Number of blades 3, speed wind start 2 meters a second. Counterclockwise. Weight per rotor blade is 750 grams. That's not much. Diameter 600 or 1.97 feet. Hub flange aluminium. Material composites. Okay. So only by 50 meters a second, then you have 220 watts. Yeah, and so low vibration and low noise, 2 kilowatt hours vertical X-band generator, which is compact shape. With its compact shape, it is the lowest starting wind speed and a large wind catchment area, enable it to generate electricity at lower wind speeds. So, and that's what I gonna need here in my because I'm in the center of a city. So there are all kinds of houses around me. But I know that the wind is blowing from up to down. So, and where I want to put it, I have a house standing like this. The most wind is coming from that side. And one house is standing like that, and then my side of my house is standing like this. So it's like a wind fungal where the wind is gonna be put in. So I think that's gonna be a good thing. So I'm just gonna put it between two houses almost, where the wind is gonna be probably the most the strongest as I can get. Double bearings, low vibration, movement at lower wind speeds. Well, what is 2 meters a second? How many Google. So that is kilometers per hour to meters in seconds. So 2. So that is 2.7 kilometers an hour. That's not much. That's almost walking pace. That's very low. That's nice. But it is a 3-phase, an AC and not a DC electric wind turbine. It is a 3-phase. So this is in United Kingdom. So then I first have to transfer it from AC to DC voltage, and then going in batteries, and then from DC voltage it has to be translated by an inverter to AC again for the grid. So not sure how I have to think about that, because in every component you're gonna have a loss of power, and I don't know if I can get a better picture of that charge. Oh yeah, I can make it bigger, that's nice. But not sharper. That's too bad. That's not what I wanted. I want to have it bigger, but sharp at the same time. That's something that's not possible at this moment. How can I... let me try it with this one. Maybe then I can open it better. Still not bigger or sharper. I want to have it sharper, the data sheet. No, that's also not what I wanted. How do I get it bigger? And still readable, because if I can't read it, counterclockwise, so that is like this. Starting wind speed 2 meters a second, number of blades 3, maximum rotation 650 RPM, hurricane scale 3, noise 30 decibels. Yeah, that's not too bad, 30 decibels. No, that's not what I want, so let me see, going back. That's not what I wanted. This one. Maybe this is what I wanted. Let me see. Battery inverter, battery. Yeah, so I really have to first put it to their turbine inverter, then to the battery, and then from the battery to the inverter to the grid. And solar powers I already have, so hand lighting. Let me see what they are writing over here. Alright, so I can scan this one. How I'm gonna do that over here? How I'm gonna scan this one? If this is possible, I don't know. Let me see if this is... Yeah, this is working, but then I have to open... I'm gonna do that. Then I first have to download and... okay, you guys didn't see me anymore. So first then I have to go to... is that in... how do you call that? No, thank you. That's a barcode reader. No, it's an app reader. And I'm gonna do it on my phone to see if I can get it in that way. Because I have that one on my phone, a QR barcode scanner for YouTube. So it has to start. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Well, that's what, the same as what I saw on internet, I believe. One moment, guys. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. Let me see if I can find. Okay. So let me go to this one and then to YouTube. Here I have YouTube. And then this up, this up, Atlas 2-point wind turbine. And I have the sound off, so let me put the sound on.
That's a TESUP is the name of the brand. Tessup Atlas 2.0 wind turbine. It's a max.
Now you guys can also see what I'm
so
seeing.
I'll just show a video of the installation and then the connection to the system. I'm not expecting this to be as good as a solar power installation. It's quite expensive, and it's probably, in terms of a payback, probably wouldn't meet most rates of returns that you'd want. But just as an interest, I thought I'd share what we're doing. So about 5 months ago, I installed this little weather station up here, and it's been monitoring, for me particularly, just the wind performance to see whether it's worthwhile actually putting an installation of wind turbine here. We've been averaging about 4.85 meters per second. We haven't had some big gales, so it's not been too bad. It's probably just about enough to make it.
Oh, this is from Tessup themselves. I don't want to have any sound on that way. Otherwise maybe we're gonna have a problem. And again, more music that I don't want. That's not the one. Maybe this is the one. Alright, so they have a couple of different kinds, I see. Even bigger ones. Let me go back. I only don't like that he is doing it with his phone. Because that's not what I want to see.
New installation I'm doing, I'm actually going to put up a TESUP, that's a TESUP, is the name of the brand, TESUP Atlas 2.0 wind turbine. It's a max 2 kilowatt wind turbine. So I thought I'd just sort of show a video of the installation and then the connection to the system. I'm not expecting this to be as good as a solar power installation. It's quite expensive, and it's probably, in terms of a payback, probably wouldn't meet most rates of returns that you'd want. But just as an interest, I thought I'd share what we're doing. So about 5 months ago, I installed this little weather station up here, and it's been monitoring, for me particularly, just the wind performance, to see whether it's worthwhile actually putting an installation of wind turbine here. We've been averaging about 4.85 metres per second. We haven't had some big gales, so it's not been too bad. It's probably just about enough to make it worthwhile, certainly to make the wind turbine turn around. So we'll have a look. So one of the first things you need to decide with the wind turbine is where you're going to site it. And I've actually varied put the wind turbine off the side of it.
Don't talk so much. Just build the thing.
So second stage of the, so I've just unpacked the Atlas 2.0 here, just getting ready to start the installation process. As I said, I'm not going to do an installation video. There's a very good one online themselves by TESUP that shows how you put it together. But just a couple of tips actually for you as you install. I've just removed this top section. There's some Allen key bolts that go around the bottom, just for a couple of reasons. One, you should be able to see here, the 3 wires that provide the AC out of this turbine generator. They tend to get frayed. I can see already just by movement through the post. There's fraying around the edge here, there was fraying here, and there's fraying further down. So I've just sort of take these together, and I'm going to suggest that you just simply drop a couple of grommets, one there for the wires that you are then going to connect through to you, as it's quite a tight squeeze, but that's going to really box. Actually, the best way clearly to install it is via the sort of normal cabinet enclosure holes through here. Unfortunately, in the way that they've designed this, it's probably enough it's possible to see inside there. If I turn towards the light in here, you can see. Also, just have a quick look inside your charge controller. I mean, these are relatively well made, but a little bit basic. I found this particular circuit board loose inside. It's supposed to be attached by this sticky pad here. It's not very sticky at all. I've just added some 3M adhesive pads, and then we'll just make sure that's sort of stuck to the back, close to the cooling vanes. So the other thing just to bear in mind, I've attached this onto a couple of pieces of wood. Make sure you leave plenty of gaps beside the back of it to be able to allow air to flow past the cooling vanes, and that's the same situation on the back of this Delta inverter. A bit difficult to see behind there, but I've left plenty of space behind in the gap. So I've chosen an 8.2 metre galvanised steel tower. It's self-supporting. This one doesn't need guidelines. I may attach guidelines later just for security, but section of the tower. Then we've got the assembled TESUP Atlas 2.0.
It's really small wind turbine.
The only thing that I'm going to do in addition to this, just a sort of another tip, probably I will actually add double nuts with some Loctite thread lock just on here. I did notice as I tightened them up and then moved them around, they were starting to get loose again. You don't really want that coming loose whilst it's up the top. It's a bit of a way up to get to fix it, but perfectly easy to install. And I'm now just going to make up a plate to go on the top of the tower, and that will be the platform. Painting performance, but I don't really want it causing any stress. And that's about 5 meters per second. So I've just installed the turbine. We've got a reasonable amount of wind, certainly enough should be enough to get it going. About 4.8 meters per second on the weather station. So inside, here's the charge controller. You can't see anything on the display because that's really just for the battery volts. We've got it obviously set to the inverter setting. We've got it set in run position, number 1 being the brake. I have had a multimeter across here, and we're generating about 45 to 50 AC volts. And then here we're getting about anything between 36 and 42 volts DC. I've actually sort of split the two MPPs. So I've actually got one set just going to a couple of solar panels, and I'll explain why that in a minute, but the other two feeding in. It's generated about 250 to 300 watts at the moment. So I've split the two MPP inputs, and I've actually put two 300 watt solar panels going through the second set here. So it's second set going to two 300 watt panels. The reason I've done that is that the solar panels generate enough constantly, certainly during the day, to keep the inverter going. What happens with the wind, when you get variable wind and it drops below the 30 volts supply, you end up with the inverter going into a sort of standby mode. And then it takes another sort of minute or two when it catches back up to go back in. If you have actually some sort of basic solar power, so some small amount of solar power going through, it keeps the inverter ticking over, and therefore the wind power is instantaneously converted into AC. So that sort of seems to be helping getting the maximum amount out. Okay. We now come to the final part of this analysis of the Atlas 2.0 version 2. I've been collecting data over the last 3 weeks, and I've got wind speeds between 0 and just over 6.5 meters per second. Now that's sort of between the maximum 22-24 kilometers per hour, about 12 knots. That's a pretty decent wind. I mean, you know, honestly, if you manage to get more than 6 meters per second as a steady wind speed, you are really in a great place. For most people in domestic situations, they're going to be experiencing wind speeds between 3.5 to 6 average. So this is really just to see whether this Atlas 2.0 can perform anywhere like they expected in their original performance graph. So I'm just going to get straight to it. This is the chart that I've been generating. So as you can see, actually nothing, no power, no voltage, nothing between 0 and 3.5. And this is really down to the redesign of the version 2. It's the inertia required to get the gearing. So this is a 3-to-1 gearing. So if you see my previous videos, you would have seen there's a gearing ratio of 3-to-1 on the shaft from the actual blades to the turbine itself. That means that basically at very low wind speeds, 0 to 3.5, you're going to get nothing. The red line is the voltage, and you can see that will climb. So the voltage on the left hand side, that climbs from 0, peaks around about 50. I didn't have enough readings after 6.5 meters per second, but it stabilizes between 48 and 50, and then starts driving the power up. So if you can see, in terms of power, the power's on the right-hand scale here, so I'll keep it in this position.
That's in watts.
4 you start to generate, but you can see between 4, 4.5 and 5, you know, 5 meters per second, you get into sort of, you know, 30, 40 watts. Around about 5.5, you start hitting around about 90 watts. 6, 120, and the maximum I got was at a 6.5 meters per second wind speed. I got 160 watts. This is tied into the Delta H3 inverter. It's the one that Tesla sell to go with this if you want a grid tie. The H3 Delta is a pretty good inverter. It's certainly better than most standard, you know, particularly solar panel inverters you'll get, in that it actually operates at a relatively low voltage. it starts working around 30 volts, which is pretty low. But it means that you don't really start generating power, until probably, you're around 4.5 to 5 meters per second of wind speed, and at that point you'll start generating. So let's have a look at the difference between the original Tesla performance chart and what we've seen in reality. On the original chart, they suggest obviously that you get a sort of almost a straight line performance increase from 0 up to 4 meters per second. And that's just because it's bench performance measurement. They just turn the turbine at a certain RPM, and obviously it suggests it generates power. In the case of the real life, for example, you get nothing between 0 and 3.5 because the inertia required to turn the turbine blades with that gearing ratio of 3 to 1 means you get literally no power until you get to 3.5, and then the turbine will start to turn. So let's just get 4 meters per second. You'll start generating to around about 12 volts and 200 watts, and then potentially up to 7 meters per second, 48 volts and about 500 watts. In reality, at 4 instead of 200, you're getting about 30 watts, and then I only got wind up to 6.5. I got 260 watts, and the voltage was stabilizing just over 50. So look,
okay, so that's not great.
The bench performance of the Tesla 2 versus the reality. My advice to anybody considering the Tesla Atlas version 2 is, if you're in a very, very windy location, you're on the coast or you're really high up on the hills, and you're getting consistently over 6.5, 7 meters per second, that's 25, 26 kilometers per hour, it's 13, 14 knots of wind, then possibly this might work for you. But for anybody in a more domestic situation where you're just looking to sort of generate power from wind in a more sort of domestic, lower sort of lower lands region, this is not going to be worth it for you. So don't buy the Tesla Atlas version 2.
So that's not all that good of a review. And this
it's a max 2 kilowatt. I've just added some 3M adhesive pads,
this one
and
we
then we'll just make sure that's sort of stuck to the back. Version 2. As you see, this is a fully completed one of the blades in the 2 parts. So you've got the panel that joins them together on the outside, the arrow pointing to the flat smaller side of the blade. You've then got the aluminium support struts on the outside, and then on the inside, as you can see, I'm going to double, obviously the screws aren't long enough here, so I've used some Loctite to make sure that they don't come undone. Ideally I would have one of the finished turbine, and I'll give you a few.
I want to see the engine.
You'll need to take it off and do it again. So that's one thing. The other thing in, and then I've put the top digit. So the best thing to do is to put the shaft in first, tighten up with the bits. If you try, you probably ought to leave the bolts, and it was a bit of a pain that I had to, before you actually tighten up these parts, 2 parts. I think when I did the earlier video, I said that the turbine was bigger than before. I think actually the actual turbine itself is exactly the same. What's bigger is the casing, and the reason for that, I was also wondering why the shaft was non-centric. It's because that they've put a separate shaft position in and connected the turbine with this belt and gearing mechanism. Position in a separate shaft with and bigger than before. Earlier video Parts of the blade. So I know a lot of you are interested in the actual turbine itself.
Yeah.
As you can see, I think when I did the earlier video, I said that the turbine was bigger than before. I think actually the actual turbine itself is exactly the same. What's bigger is the casing. And the reason for that, I was also wondering why the shaft was non-centric. It's because that they've put a separate shaft position in and connected the turbine with this belt and gearing mechanism. And clearly, thanks Nuno for this. He's calculated it's about a 3-to-1 ratio of the sort of shaft turning. So you know, one turn of the actual of the wind turbine blades itself shaft will create 3 turns on the turbine. So I suspect there's some suggestion that that will improve the power generation particularly at low speed. I have a couple of concerns. I mean, one, obviously the additional friction you're going to get means that you're not going to get the same amount of turns. You know, the wind pressure on the blades will not give you the same amount of turning as you got before. There should be an improved gearing. But the other thing is, it's a fairly sort of standard belt. I don't really fancy getting up there and replacing the belt every time it goes. I'll have to figure out how you'd actually get in and replace that without having to pull the whole turbine down. But anyway, that's what it is. It's a geared system with the shaft, the main shaft off center. I'll put it all back together and we'll try and get it up on the mast.
That's not quite what I wanted.
Let's have a look at version 1 that I've just taken and removed from the tower before I put version 2 on. Turbine cover, casing, a lot of wear on this spindle coming out of the generator. The big design flaw with version 1 was the fact you had a large shaft here that threaded into that spindle. There's quite a bit of wear inside the shaft, and it relied on gripping to that shaft by just 2 grub screws. If you didn't get the grub screws absolutely bang on, you got some wobble from side to side, which generated further wear. So to be honest with you, that was a big design flaw. They've significantly changed that in version 2, because you can see they've actually put a lock cutaway in here, which one of the bolts will actually fit into and be much more secure. I've had a few design changes since the last time I took a video. I've actually put some viewing panels and then one opening panel here. There's another one actually on the other side around there. I've done that to be able to see the condition of the belt inside, and also to get access without having to remove the whole thing if I actually need to change the belt. So there you have. There's the blades waiting to go on. Significantly different from version 1. You can see the extra pieces on the bottom that should give better drive in lower wind speed. And I'm going to install the turbine casing back on the tower, put this on, and then I'll start to do some measurements. Quick install at the top here. So just on the square, sort of, I think it's a 6 mil plate, and 4 bolts. That's it. Okay, just a quick look. We're doing about between 3.5 and 4.5 meters per second of wind. So let's just have a quick look and see what's happening on the wind turbine. So we've got about 4.5 meters per second there, and the wind turbine does start. It's sort of anything between 3.5 and 4 meters per second. It doesn't really go, and then as soon as the wind drops off, you get some quite significant fall off of speed, and that's just because of the gearing.
It's not what I had expected though, but it's nice that it is turning, but when it is not gonna make electric by this kind of turn, by 2 meters a second, you first have to wait really to about 4.5 meters a second. Then at this moment it's not worth it. Looks great, but if it doesn't function, yeah, then I'm very sorry, you know.
Nu, elke tweede bril gratis. Bij Specsavers zorgen we er samen voor dat iedereen zich veilig voelt in onze winkels.
Despite its name, Iceland is one of the greenest countries not have, though, is
hot water reserves underground.
On 100% renewable energy, from hydropower to geothermal plants like the one behind. Power, surprisingly, hasn't been tapped into.
But inside a former coal plant, work is underway on a new renewable energy concept.
It's really simple. Simple construction and simple works. The more simple the system is, the longer it lasts.
Simplicity, as inventor Sæþór Asgeirsson explains, is the key to wind power here. Because Iceland is so windy, traditional turbines can spin out of control. Asgeirsson has developed a unique turbine called the CW1000, and the science behind it lies in the precisely engineered blades.
So this is obviously basically spins on a vertical axis. The wind comes in, let's say it's coming in from over here. Then this blade over here actually catches the wind, while the blade on the opposite side is actually going against the wind.
The end result is a turbine that can actually slow itself down without needing expensive mechanical brakes, which often fail in traditional turbines in high wind, like this one did in Denmark.
So there is such a thing as too fast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Asgeirsson, who created the company Icewind in 2012, has been tinkering with the design for years, from earlier versions like this one in 2007 to today's more refined model.
Is there a future for wind energy in Iceland?
Yes, definitely, because we expect the cost of wind to decrease.
Jonas Kettleson with Iceland's terms of cheap green energy.
To rethink. And I think it did bring us now into small projects that are...
Sæþór Asgeirsson hopes to do when he future. Jonathan Bigliotti, CBS News, Reykjavik, Iceland.
Wie zegt dat je winkel gesloten is na sluitingstijd? Met 5G en unlimited data van T-Mobile ondernemen ben je alles de baas. Word ook alles de baas.
over 40 suffer from.
Met de videodeurbel van Ring zie je altijd wie er voor de deur staat. Dus wat je ook aan het doen bent, je hebt...
This video is brought to you by New Physicist, the renewable energy specialist. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click the like button and share this video with your friends. Thank you.
Gonna turn the music off. Don't want to have any problems with YouTube because of the music. And something like that I can make myself, so that's not those blades are much too small.
Z okazji nowa paczuszka od Wiktrona przyszła. No i mam zupełnie nowy design 3 kW inwertera Chargera. No i 10-letni generator Jinlonga jak nowy.
Starą biedę przykryliśmy farbą nową.
Nówka sztuka, nie używka. A tutaj większa siostra. 12 kW. Jinlong. No, wielka szkoda, że oni przestali je robić. Nie wchodziły do gondoli. Tu z obrót albo z 2. Super. 2 kW każdy, więc będę musiał dorzucić jeszcze jeden, jeśli... Tak to wygląda. Tak to właśnie wygląda.
Build custom industrial machines in days.
No. Okay, so that's not gonna be what I'm looking for. So let us go to my normal thing, what we're doing here. So, and I see that we still have 3 people in the chat. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you, thank you. So we have the first person on the screen. And I guess Joan is on here at the background. Only the third person I don't know. I really had hoped that it would be some new invention or some new ideas for making them really durable, even with lower wind speeds. But that's not gonna be the fact. Too bad, too bad. Hello, hello. Nice for you to drop in. Thank you for being here. Love to have you here. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, 4 persons in the chat. So, well, I'm gonna do a normal live stream today, like I'm doing the last couple of days. Well, the last one was a couple of days back. I believe 3 or 4 days back. And tomorrow I'm thinking of starting with building the greenhouse or glass house, how you want to call it. And in the meantime that I'm talking about those things, the off-grid part of my YouTube channel, we're gonna do also some shouting out from channels over here. So, and I see we still have 4 people in the chat, but I don't see anybody chatting at this moment. So I don't know who is in the live chat at this moment. So let's see who's in the live chat at this moment. Talk to me, guys. Otherwise I also can't put anybody on the top of the screen. And Greta loves to share. I already have now for a couple of vlogs on here. Already on her 11th vlog. And this is one of her live streams. And there we go with the advertisement again. So we still love to have you guys here. So thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Already almost 1 hour and 20 minutes. Time is flying by. One hour and 21 minutes already, wow. And I think my coffee is almost cold. That's too bad for a nice cup of coffee. I really want to have it warm. And already 5 people in the chat. Hey, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Love to have you here. Still don't know who you are. I have the idea that I'm doing something wrong, but I don't know. I'm not sure what. Let me see. Because I also don't see something isn't right here. I believe I have the feeling because I don't see anybody chatting. I can't see anybody chatting or whatsoever, so that's strange. Do I have something not right? Live chat is... I don't have slow motion on, so that's not it. Strange, very strange. Oh, let me see if I can find myself over here to see what is wrong, because I see 3 people in the chat, but I don't see anything. And my connection is good. And I see 4 people in the chat, but I don't see... I don't see anybody chatting. Well, I see you now here when I'm looking. Let me wave to myself, because I don't see the chat, and that's strange, and I don't know why. So Simply Recipe Kitchen, hey, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Reffin Cats, Homestead Cecilia, hey, hello, how are you? So I have to look at my own chat on my second laptop to see you guys in here. Simply Sun Roots, hey, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. So I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me, guys? Jules of Gina, hey, hello, how are you? Because I can't see my own chat at this moment. That's strange. What's going on? Why I can't see my own... Ah, there it is again. So, I did something wrong, guys. Sorry, they don't blame me. I'm not sure what, but now I see the chat again. Deborah Catley by Fate. Hey, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Okay, so Cecilia is here. Simply Recipe Kitchen. Juice of Gina. Love 07 Australia, hello, thank you for being all of you here. I was already wondering, I saw a couple of people in the chat, but I didn't see anything in my chat going on here. and I don't know why. Joe Birds, hey, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Love to have you here. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I did some. Well, a couple of you probably saw the watching of me from the Atlas windmill, but it was not what I had hoped for what it was. So, and that's why I was also a little bit distracted. So I'm very sorry, guys. So let us start with the real live stream here after 1 hour and 28 minutes. Wow. What did I change? Let me take a little look over here again. It was something with... Yeah, something I did wrong. I'm not sure what. So, but still thank you for being here, for everybody who is in here. Yeah, really strange. Not sure what happened. I was already thinking from, I see 4 or 5 people in the watches at one time, but I didn't see any chatting going on in the chat box. So, but now I can also start with putting some people on over here. And let me start. Cecilia, you already, because I didn't see any uploads from you. We're still gonna put you on top of the screen by all the others that came into my to my live stream. And what time do we have now? 10:01. So you're already in here for 1.5 hours. Actually from the beginning on. No, I'm just reading the chat back now. No, I don't need much rest, Joe Buzz, but thank you for asking. Done sharing. Ah, thank you very much, Joe Buzz. Go to refresh as... Yeah, Cecilia, you could talk to me whatever you want, but I didn't see the chat, you know, so that's a crazy thing. Go to refresh as he does not seem to be able to read what we are writing. Yeah, that's true, Cecilia. Hi, Paul, can you see me now? Yeah, after 1.5 hour. And I was thinking from, well, there's gonna be probably a couple of people from the dark web or something like that who want to make fun of me, making fun with me. I was here when you started, but you couldn't see what I typed, so went out and came back in. Joe Buzz was also here talking to you. Yeah, so from what I can see now, it's from 2031. And it is now 22:02. So that's 1.5 hour later. The rest for the time I can't see. So oh wow, Cecilia, you're gonna be a grandmother. That's nice. Love 07 Australia, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Sorry I didn't react to any of you guys. Jules of Gina, hey, hello, how are you? Simply Southern Roots. Now I can see a lot of you guys. And I already have seven likes, so that's nice. Okay, Cecilia, no problem. So yeah, let me start with putting the first one, Joe Butts, on the screen. No, this side we have to go. And that's the right one, yes. Because I don't know how far you are with uploading any vlog, Cecilia. And then Cecilia we have, yes. And then I think I have to go to the next one. Already there, okay. After that one already. By this one we have to enter. That's better. Then we go over here. Jewels of Gina. It's the next one. Oh yeah. And let me start by playing your videos, Joe. I'm not gonna get any of the live streams, but let's go to your playlist. 4 hours, 1 hour, all my videos, and 5 hours live stream. Okay. So we're gonna go back to all your videos. So let's go to this one first. No, I'm not. That's the wrong way to do it. Select all. And then we go to, let me see, gonna go to this one. Okay, Jewels of Gina, Simply Southern Roots is the next one. Then we have Simply Recipe Kitchen. Oh man. And then we go to Deborah. Deborah Catch It by Fate. Yes. And then we have everybody till now, I believe. Hopefully it didn't... oh, Love 07 Australia. Gonna put you over here. Again, it's not doing what I want. Now it is. But I really have to go back of going to the toilet. I'll be back with you guys in a minute. One moment. So, there I am again. So we are looking now at Joe Butts. Hopefully she's still in here. I'm not sure. But now I also can see. Now I can go to this one. And I see only myself at this moment, so and I want to change my clock. I want to put it in a 24-hour notation. Let me see. Settings. Display sounds, power. Probably here. Greta loves to share. Hey, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. I'm just want to see if I can change 1, 2, 3 my clock. Sound, notification and actions, focus assistant, power and sleep, battery, storage, multitasking. That's not it. Going back. Time and language. There it is. Yeah, but I want to have it in date and time. Yes. I want to have it in I want to have it in 24-hour synchronization. How do I do that? Yeah, I made a little stupid mistake, you could say, Gretel loves to share, because I did something wrong with my live chat, because I couldn't see anybody chatting in the chat or talking to me or to anybody to each other, you know. No, that's not doing it. Why? Change calendar settings. Short time, long time. Additional settings. I want to have it on 24-hour time. I think I have it, but it doesn't let me do that. Ah, nice. Or my shift is not working, or this doesn't currency. No, currency is not what I want. No, numbers. How do you do that? Time, short time, long time. I want to have it in I'm not gonna. Yes, I have it. Okay. I think. No, 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 no. And this here. Apply. Okay. 15. Yeah, now I have it. Okay. Okay. Close this one, close this one. Yes, now I have it in 24 hours setting. So still learning to use the small camera. As I said, they are real small and hard to use. Yeah, I know, I have almost the same one. Be looking for a full-size camera, and also I have someone that is going to do an intro song for me. Oh, that's nice, Cecilia. That is really nice, you know. If you have somebody who is gonna do a song, intro song for you. Yeah, I have a weekend also, Gretel loves to share, and I have really good news, because I worked yesterday morning and this morning, and I changed shifts, because I work in 5 shifts. I changed shifts about a year ago, a little bit more than a year. Blue Eyes, hey, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Love to have you here. Thank you, thank you. And since then, with those other guys in that shift, because they changed all the shifts actually, and I had hoped that I would stay by the person that learned me this operator function from the beginning. but they took me out of that shift and put me in a different shift by other guys, and I didn't know what it was, but I had something from I'm not liking the work anymore so more. And now I have worked again last Tuesday on Wednesday night shift with this guy that teach me everything. And I had something from, okay, now I know what it is. It's the different people in the shifts. Because I was going with a lot of, how do you say that? Happiness again to my work again. So, and from Monday I'm gonna be in that shift definitely for indefinitely. So I'm gonna go back to. No, that's yeah. I don't know what it was, Gretel of the share, but it's activated now. I can see you all here in at this moment. Happy because but I have been doing 1.5 hours, something like that. Before I had that I saw that there were people really talking to me, like Cecilia and a couple of others, and I didn't know that they were talking to me because I had only in a black screen. So, but it is active at this moment. So from Monday, so I did the last two morning shifts with this other group. And from now I have weekends, Saturday and Sunday I'm free, and then from Monday on I'm gonna go back to my old shift with the old guys that I had been working with. So yeah, I'm really happy again to go back to this other shift where I really had a lot of fun with those other guys. So that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. So, oh yeah, I still have the timestamps on, and I don't like timestamps. I put them on to see when everybody was talking there, so that is better. So, and I've been working also on this door trim from the front door. And let me put somebody else on, because I believe Joe Butts is not here anymore. So let us go to the next person. And I guess Cecilia, you still, yeah, so you have still some problems with uploading because of the small camera. And Gretel loves to share. I did you already about half hour. You were the first one that I put on the screen. Normally I start with you to see till the moment that people come in, and I'm still gonna let you go on your live stream. But yeah, I think I did your live stream for a half hour or maybe even longer, something like that. So I want to do Blue Eyes over here. So let me grab Blue Eyes, and then I have to go to this screen, put her in over here. Yes. And see if this. Oh yeah, Blue Eyes I already had the last time problems with finding. I don't know what it is, but somehow I can't find you, Blue Eyes. I see a lot of channels with Blue Eyes in the name, and I see a little bit of your avatar, and normally I can find you. Let me put the filter on for channels. And I'm still not able to find you. Let me go and search a little bit. No, that's the same as the whole time. I don't know what it is, but I can't find you, Blue Eyes. Can you put Big Bro Limelegs? Hey, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Love to have you here. Thank you, thank you. Blue Eyes, can you put your channel link in the chat for me, please, so I can find you that way? Because I'm looking on your avatars, but it's not possible for me to find you. And it's a cute name, of course, Blue Eyes, but it's, you see how many Blue Eyes differences there are, so it's difficult to find you. No, can't find you, so I'm gonna put somebody else on here. Let me see who is the next person in the chat. Just gonna put somebody who was in here earlier. Love 07 Australia was the third person, I believe, was in here. Not sure who this person is, because I believe it's the first time she's in here, my chat here. Well, right away I found her. So let's go to her videos, all of her videos. And I'm gonna skip that. Deborah, catch it by fate. Hey, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Love to have you here. Sorry I didn't respond earlier, Deborah. But I didn't see the chat because I did something wrong over here. Simply Recipe Kitchen. Hey, hello, how are you? Still watching here on the background. Thank you for being here. Love to have you here. Thank you, thank you. Oh no, this is the old one. I'm a little bit confused today. Maybe I am tired. And I'm still playing your playlist, Big Bro Lamlex. And yours also, Gretel loves to share. I know it's not necessary you say Gretel, but you still gonna get the advertisements, of course. I know it's not much, but yeah, you still gonna get them, and the watch hours, who are also still important. Finally, day off tomorrow from work. Ah, that's nice, Gretel. Only one day? Well, I had to work Thursday and Friday. This two morning shifts in the old shift that I was working, and for that I had been free for 4 days. But I did one extra night shift in the group that I'm in the shift that I'm gonna work up from Monday, and that's gonna be my 2 days off. Oh, nice. So you're gonna do your live stream tomorrow and the day after tomorrow? Yeah, no problem, big bros. My computer is 24 on, dus I can support you 24 hours. But still have to go one time in a couple of hours to see if YouTube still is letting me playing you. Because sometimes they are asking are you still watching? You still want to watch this? You know? So in a couple of hours I still the whole time have to activate it. So it's not going to be the whole time 24 hours, but it's going to be a lot of hours every day. And my coffee is cold. So it was something that had something to do with the advertisements, even on this live stream. But I fixed it. Still learning, you know, still learning. You learn every day. And the next time if I see more than 2 people in the chat that, and I don't see the chat running, then there's something wrong. And already have you... so I see 6 people in the chat. I only see Gretel of Cecilia and Big Bro talking to each other and me. And the other 4 I don't see talking. Well, one of them is myself, so then it's still 3 persons at the background. Probably Blue Eyes. Cheers. And Simply Sun Roots, I think it's gonna be on the background. And Jules of Gina, I know she's on the background, I guess. Because I still have on my second laptop, I have the people in the chat, and I see Gretel, I see myself, and I see Big Bro. But the other 3 people I don't see because they're not reacting at this moment, so I don't know for sure. So tomorrow you're gonna do your live stream, Gretel, and Sunday also, or Sunday you have to work again? Because you are free today or tomorrow and the next day? Oh yeah, Cecilia of course is here. Of course she is here. I forget Cecilia totally. Sorry Cecilia. Oh, I hope you can hear me, Cecilia. 2 days or 1 day? Going live tomorrow? Are you? Yes, I'm gonna go live tomorrow in front of you. And then when you're going live, then we're gonna switch to your channel. And yesterday, no, today, I was by Kirk Lily on her live stream for the first time. And that was really nice also. Okay, no problem, Gretel. You're not gonna be... Okay, you can hear me, Cecilia. Okay, great. You're not gonna do your live stream too long, or you're not gonna stay too long on this live stream, you mean? So, but yeah, I'm really happy to go back to my old group of people which I worked with the biggest time. So, and I don't say that those 2 guys are bad persons or something like that, not at all. But it just didn't fit, you know. So yeah, that sometimes happens, you know. Okay. Yeah, well, that's what you do normally the last couple of weeks since you are starting working. 1 to 2 hours, something in that neighborhood. So that's quite a bit. If you have the last time, I believe you had about 15 people for 1.5, 2 hours. So that's quite amount of hours also, you know. I believe 15 people were my biggest number, my record at this moment. It's my day off in cooking today, that's why I was able to wake up a little bit late. Ah, okay. Ah, that's nice, Big Bro Lamlex. Thank you for being here. Yeah, let's be. I'm not sure if I have Baileys. I believe so, but probably it's old. Because I normally don't drink alcohol except for what I make myself for the wine. And there's also something for the winemaking vlogs. I still have to make when I'm gonna do that. Maybe tomorrow in the daytime or so. I get my 60 bottles of my 60 bottles for the wine. I got them last week in the mail. So I can now make the last vlog for my winemaking. So and then that is finished. And then I'm gonna have, I don't know how many bottles of wine, about, well, the big bottle that I'm making the wine in now is about 34 liters. So, and those bottles that I ordered are only half-liter bottles, so I'm gonna have about more than 60 bottles of my own made wine. And because I'm not drinking much alcohol, with 60 bottles I can do a long time, you know. And if the people were living here around in Holland, I could send them a bottle or something like that, if people like wine. Well, I probably could ship it to you, Gretel, if you like wine. I'm not 100% sure if it is possible to ship wine to you, Cecilia. I mean, not about the distance. That's not a problem for me. You know, but I don't know how it is with the border security and everything at this moment. Because I sent it to Family Homestead some seeds and tulip bowls, and they not received her address because the douaniers they didn't want to let it into to the country. But you received your seeds, Cecilia, so. Yeah, that's what I mean, Gretel loves to share. I'm not sure if it's gonna be confiscated. Because two family homestead are living in America, and those tulip bulbs that I sent them, they only received an empty box, and not the tulip bulbs and not the seeds. So Cecilia received her seeds. So maybe the Canadians are not gonna make big problems with it. But maybe the Americans do have a problem with it, you know? I'm not sure. But yeah, Gretel, you are in Sweden. So you are here in Europe. So I don't think it's gonna be a big problem. Yeah, and then Big Bro, you are in the Philippines, I believe, if I'm correct. So I'm also not sure if that's gonna be a problem with border security. Well, I can always try, of course. And only in half liters, probably not gonna cost very much. I only have to make sure that it's gonna be really good packed. But first gonna try it myself if I like it or not. Because if I don't like it, I'm not gonna send it. Well, it's gonna be a sweet white wine. Well, it's not too sweet, but it's sweeter than a normal white wine. Because I don't like it sour white wine, like what you would eat with call it grape juice. Yeah, that's cool. That's maybe a good thing. Grape juice. Because I still also have to see how many percentage is in the wine. Because I didn't test that till now. So I still have to test how many percentage there is in the wine. Yeah, then I will send it under grape juice. So they're not thinking that's high alcohol percentage or something like like that. Gretel, could you send me your address? For Cecilia, I have. Just send it me by my email. You can find the link on my channel in my about page. Yeah, you can send it to my to my email because my email is on my about page. Oh, big bro, you are very happy today. You are singing. I'm not gonna sing because then everybody's gonna walk away. And I'm gonna put the camera a little bit lower because you are seeing more from the roof than that you are seeing from me. That's too far away. Let me fix this. Oh, now you're looking. Let me put you guys a little bit closer. That's better. Okay. I think Big Bro already has had one or two wines. Yeah, and then, oh yeah, and what I also get in the mail, and I believe Cecilia already saw this one. So these are battery cells. Well, they are actually batteries, but I call them battery cells because I have ordered by an auction site 6 boxes are ordered. I bought them. 6 boxes with 40 of these cells in them. And with those cells I'm gonna collect some energy from the solar panels that I'm gonna install. So I have some electricity in the evening when there's no sun. So still have to make those cells into bigger batteries. And those cells are only 3.7 volts with 10 amperage they have in them, and they are at this moment totally charged. They are 4.2 volts, so that's not big, but I have to put them in series and in parallel, and then I'm gonna have about 13 volts by 100 amps, so that's gonna be a little bit bigger. And then I have to be a little bit careful with those kinds of voltage and amperages. But yeah, that's why I'm an electrician. I know how to do that and how to handle that in a safe way. So, and I still have, well, I'm not sure if everybody from you guys know it, that I also by this auction house buy some 10-12 panels, solar panels from 330 watts each panel, and still have to install them on the roof. But yeah, I wanted to do that already earlier, but the weather was not good. There was snow on the roof on the carport, so I couldn't do that. But the snow is gone now, and so for the next 2 days I have also good weather. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I want to build one side. I want to build this greenhouse, this glass house for in the garden, because the weather is gonna be good here now. And at the other side, I have something fun. I want to install those solar panels, you know. So it's gonna be one or the other. Both of them are a lot of work, but the one of them I want to start tomorrow. So and then I still have to make those batteries, but I have to get first my materials to making those batteries in really big batteries, of those battery cells to make them in big batteries. And I see one more person has come in the house, but don't see who it is. And this is a live stream, or is it just stopped? I think it's a live stream. Or even a silent stream. Nee, happy Hearts Day, guys. Well, let me put in a comment in here. Ah, you see, I did not subscribe to this person. So, let me check something out over here. Oh, and Cecilia, do you know Lady in Red? And I don't see any comments from Love07 Austria. Oh, that's Oostenrijk. Oh, that's not Australia. That's Austria. So that is here in Europe. No, not a song. And channel with the name Lady in Red. Because there is somebody who has her channel name Lady in Red. And she is very commenting on all my vlogs. It's just crazy. I don't know. I thought maybe she came from your side or something like that. Some acquaintance of yours or so. Because if I look only for the last 12 comments or something, then she is probably gonna be 9 times of her of comments are from her side. So I had some. It could be from what's this person's name? Let me scroll back, because names I'm terrible, guys. I'm very sorry. Candy Lynn, Cecilia. Because he also uses much hearts, like this lady in red also is using. So but I don't see any comment from Love07 Australia, but that doesn't matter. I'm already subscribed to her now. Let me put the notification bell on everything. And let me put a message in over there. But yeah, let's go to the next person, and that is yeah, Cecilia. You didn't upload anything till now. Gretel, I've already. Well, then we go to Big Bro. Then we go to Big Bro. Gonna put you on a screen, Big Bro, because I still see 7 people in here, but I'm not sure who those other people are, so...
Dat het klimaat al zo ver beschadigd is en het gaat best wel om drastische maatregelen, willen we dit nog tegen kunnen gaan.
And gonna go to your videos. Gonna collect everything. You have 103 vlogs, Big Bro. And I'm playing the first one at this moment. Ah, let me put thumbs up for you. And I have my caps lock on. Ah, I missed it. Come on. Because this is a new upload. And I didn't see it till now. Alright. React. Hachiki day. There we go. Okay. How many times do you rice your bread, Cecilia? Because I normally do only one rice. No, twice. Because first I do it in the baking machine, the bread machine. I rice the bread, and then I put it in the oven, and then over there in the oven it's also gonna rise a little bit. But still, a lot of times, especially with the brown bread, because normally I only eat brown bread, it's gonna be a small bread, you know. It's not gonna stand nicely round on the top. It's gonna fall down. Or the brown is too heavy. Yeah, well, you have to keep busy with it, yes. Oh, and I let it rise in the oven itself. Maybe that's the difference. Yeah, about 2 hours the first time, and then I let it rise in my bread machine. and if it then is risen, I'm gonna how do you say that? Fold it together and push it down and fold it again and push it down and fold it again, and then I'm gonna let it rise for about 20 minutes in the oven, and then I'm gonna heat up the oven further. But a lot of times it's not gonna stay like a nice bread like this. You know, it is in the middle is doing like that. So, and I was thinking, because I don't have it with resonant bread, but only with brown bread. I think backwards he means with going down with his numbers. Yeah, if you are sitting in a lift, you have to go further with it. Then you are doing something good. And if you change it, you can go backwards. I already know this with my with the live stream. When at this moment not doing so much live streams anymore, and I already see that the numbers are going down. Oh yeah, knead it down and then from form and let it sit for 30 minutes and then in the heat oven. Okay, I'm not cutting the top before for the rice. I'm just kneading and knead it for the before the second time of rising. Oh, I don't, yeah, because I normally bake only brown bread, because white bread I don't like that much. There's not much taste to it, you know. So I normally do only brown bread. With brown bread, it's not really necessary to put oil on top of it to get it nice brown and crusty. No, I don't do that, Cecilia, so I'm gonna try to do that. Maybe that will help. Yeah, well, it's not that it is gonna expand outwards, but it is just like the top is falling down inwards, you know? So if you normally had here's the camera. If you normally would have a bread like this, then it falls inward down. And maybe because I don't do a cut on the top, that's why it is falling inward. So I'm gonna try that, Cecilia. Thank you. Because I can't bake my bread anymore in my bread machine, because it's not heating enough anymore. So I think the heating spiral is somehow bad or partly broken. So I can only use it at this moment for rising the bread and then for kneading it. And then the second time when I take it out, I knead it one time more with my hands. And then I put it in the oven. Yeah, I have the yeast that I'm using is from Lidl. And it is still the whole time I check the date to see if it is still good. And till now I didn't have any package of yeast that was outside of the date. So the yeast should be good. Maybe I'm gonna try one time. I'm gonna try another yeast. Maybe that will help. And I see my lamps flickering. What is going on? We're gonna have a power out or something like that here in Holland. That's not normal. If you let it rise properly, you should not have the issue of dropping in the middle. Even if you don't cut the top. Does it all have to matter how long you rise your bread or how do you call that? Beslag? Is that beslag? Oh, I don't use a plastic wrap. I just use a towel on top of it to rise. Okay. Well, I do the first dough making. I do then in the bread machine that I have. Because the bread machine is not the spiral, the heating spiral is not good enough to bake the bread till the end. Because I'm a little bit lazy, I must say, to be honest. So I have this bread machine, but I just put everything in and then it mixes everything till it makes a dough. And then the machine is also make sure that the dough is rising and baking all at once in about, what is it, 3 hours or something like that, 3.5 hours, 4 hours. I really hope you're gonna have a camera soon so you can make a vlog of it, how you do it, so I can see it. There probably are other homesteaders who also do it, but I didn't check them out till now, you know. But my eyes are burning a little bit. I'm already almost up for 18 hours. Actually 12 plus 6 is 18 hours. Already I'm awake for 18 hours. Yeah, you make it all old style, no bread machine. Well, till the machine was good, it works fine, you know, but yeah, now the machine is only good for rising the dough. And if it is resin, rye. If it is, yeah, you know, if it is resin, then I take it out, and then I do some more kneading with my hand. But then I put it in a little bit of a warm oven, where it is still gonna rise some more. And maybe that's what is not good, that I put it in a little bit of a warm oven. And if it is the way it is, like I want to have it, then I put the heat on. But you do it in a totally different way, I see. Oh yeah, let it rise. Risen. I'm gonna keep that in mind, Cecilia, how you tell me how to do it. Okay, so you, yeah, double in size for minimum. Sometimes it's even twice, 2.5 times as big. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean with blankets. Okay, I'm gonna try that. If that is gonna work nicely, then I'm gonna throw the bread machine out. Yeah, but till now the bread machine was working nicely, till the heating spiral broke. And now the heating spiral, it gets warm, you know, and that's one good thing for letting it rise, but I'm gonna try it like that. If it is something that is okay, then I'm gonna do it like that also, Cecilia. That's how my mother had also used to do in the old times, 30, 40 years ago, when I was still living with them. Oh yeah, that would be nice, Cecilia. Can't wait for it. No, I was thinking because it is brown bread, you have to have a different kind of yeast, you know, because maybe the white flour, yeah, the brown flour is heavier than the white flour, was my thinking, and that's why it was collapsing. I'm not sure if that also has something to do with it. If you need less yeast for white bread than that you need for brown bread. Yeah, especially when it's just out of the oven and it's still warm. Oh, that's one of the best breads that you can have. Or I make from those small balls from it. So you have those small tiny breads. Like those breads that you have from like from the McDonald's or something. Those kinds of breadjes. Ah, okay. So that doesn't matter what kind of yeast you used. Okay. Well, that was my small mind of thinking wrong. Alright guys, but I feel that I'm gonna get sleepy, so I still want to get up early tomorrow. And I'm gonna do the live stream tomorrow also. Hopefully I can get some more rest today. Because now I don't have to stand up for 5 o'clock in the morning. Like I had to do this day. So I can... Ah, you're back! Love07 Austria! Hey, hello, how are you? I just did a shout out on my live stream. Thank you for being here again. Thank you. Yeah, sorry I didn't comply to your saying hello to me, but I had a little problem with my chat window because I couldn't see anybody chatting in the window because the chat was the whole time black. I did something wrong and I didn't know what till 1.5 hours later that I had something from, hey, now I have 5 people in the chat and still don't see anybody chatting. So, but I did shout out already on my live stream. But I just wasn't here. I just wanna stop the live stream because I'm already 18 hours awake, and I'm gonna go live again tomorrow. So if you have time, if you want to like to come, then please come by tomorrow, I would say. Alright, I'm gonna try that too, Cecilia. Thank you for that tip for the oil. Yeah, I know that my mother didn't use oil but butter. But she put it only on the end of the baking process. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be going live around 8 o'clock, 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. Between 7 and 8 o'clock in the evening I'm gonna go live. So thank you everybody for being here. Love to have you all here. And oh yeah, love 07 Austria. I already subscribed and put a comment in one of your vlogs. So that you know it. Thank you all for being here. Love to have you here. And hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye bye. And thank you, Cecilia. Thank you very much. Gonna try it. Yeah, thank you, Big Bro Lamlex. Thank you for being here. Maybe have time tomorrow and then we'll see you tomorrow. Alright, thank you very much everybody. Thank you. See you tomorrow.